Hey, Facebook. Hey, guys. What's up? So, welcome to day 5 of this BOGO, the summer BOGO event from doTERRA. What a gift it has been to get a bunch of free oils into my home this summer. I love it, love it, love it. But, so I'm live in 2 places. I'm live in my private Easton Up Essential Oil community and on my public Facebook page. So welcome everyone, and if you're watching the replay, say hey, let me know you're here. There were a couple people that I talked to today that I felt like this was needed, and this was so me. When I first got started with my essential oils, I had to prove to myself that it was cheaper to use essential oils than it was to use some other things I had laying around my house. So I made for you guys a very quick 4 economical ways to use On Guard in your home. For me, it was a big deal. I literally did the math on like making all my products down to like, it's so lame. I wish I had saved like this sheet of paper that I did all of the conversions on how much it cost for a to make my own cleaner, how much it costs to make my own laundry detergent, how much it costs to make even like the baking soda like rug refresher. I did the math on that, like how much that costs versus like buying the Arm & Hammer one. I literally did everything, you guys, and it always came out that essential oils were a lot cheaper. So while I'm not going to bore you with like that boring math, I am going to teach you 4 ways that you can use your On Guard essential oil so cheap. Now I linked, I did just a little quick like slide deck just as a way to gather my thoughts in Google Slides. So grab that if you like, if you're more of like a visual person, or you can hang out with me just live here. And I do want to mention that today's the last day of BOGOs, and our BOGO today is buy an On Guard, a 15 ml On Guard, and get 2 of these guys. This is our, these are the pumps that come free today with I was out of it, so I'm really glad it's on BOGO because I needed some. The On Guard sanitizing hand soap. So you get this hand soap, which fills up, oops, I just dropped it, 2 of those containers. And I actually dilute it, so I personally fill up half of this bottle and the rest, half this bottle with the hand soap and the rest with water. You can always add like a fun scent, like a wild orange or a lemon or whatever it may be. Sorry, I'm struggling with this camera here. So, On Guard, how can we use this? Well, first of all, I wanted to mention that we have 250 drops in this bottle. There are 250 drops of On Guard essential oil in this bottle of On Guard. So when we break this down, this bottle is $32. When you divide that by 250 drops, you are getting it at 13 cents a drop. If you purchase this on the Loyalty Rewards program and you earn 10 to 30% back when you're on the Loyalty Rewards program, and say you get 30% back, so that breaks it down and gets it to you for 8 cents a drop. So first of all, you're seeing a huge savings using the Loyalty Rewards program. If you guys don't know what that is, take a look. You can literally Google like doTERRA Loyalty Rewards Program, search this group, reach out to me, or I can post a link even in the comments. But that is the absolute best way to order oils because you are getting them for so much cheaper. So breaking that down, it's so cheap, a drop. And then you think about websites like source2.com and comparing the quality, the purity, the potency of these essential oils against other companies. There is no comparison. doTERRA blows them out of the water, big time. So when we start thinking about that and the sourcing and the quality and the purity, you're getting so much more out of a single drop of essential oil. Here's your recipes. So I made some recipes, and you can find them in the link to make it nice and easy for you. And they're not even recipes, they're just like ways to use them. So the first one I mentioned is Children's Immune Support Roller. So in a 10 ml roller bottle, I don't have any next to me, you add 5 drops of On Guard essential oil, top it with fractionated coconut oil. So when you have this bottle of On Guard, and this bottle of On Guard, again, is 250 drops, and you're using 5 drops per roller, you can make 50 roller bottles to support your children's immune system and your own. That's 64 cents each, plus the bottle and the fractionated coconut oil. Now, how you would use that is you would roll it on the bottoms of their feet, up and down their spine before sending them off to school, off to camp, off to a play date, or even Harley yesterday was complaining a little bit about her throat. So if they're struggling with something scratchy going on in their throat, just apply it along here. And yourself. That was a huge way that I started using these oils. Let's see. The next one I have for you guys is throat soothing, specifically for adults. So for me, a bit of background with my story is my kids are 14 months apart, and I was getting sick like literally every other week after my son was born. And it was terrible. It was horrible. I hated it. I hated being sick every other week. I hated missing the gym. And so I was so glad when I realized I could use this oil to help, because they would always start here. So for me, I would get a shot glass of water, put a drop or 2 of this in that glass of water, and take a shot of it every hour, every couple hours, until I felt normal again. So think about this, 250 drops. You could literally do this for a year if you got sick as often as I did, without having to get another bottle of oil, or 250 days if you do it every day, and that's your immune support. So amazing, right? Like, there's such simple, effective ways to use this oil. Next one, cleaner. All right, so there's a study that On Guard did, or that doTERRA did, that added 3 drops of this to a 32-ounce spray bottle filled with tap water. A microbe common to hospital settings was placed on a surface, and this On Guard was sprayed on it. And guess what happened? There was no more microbe. So if this were the only way that you were to use this bottle of essential oil, 3 drops per 32-ounce spray bottle, you can make 83 bottles of cleaner. 83 bottles for $32, you guys. That's insane. That is like the cheapest all-purpose cleaner you'll ever have in your home. So cheap. Last way. There's so many more ways to use this oil, but these were my quick and dirty, not so much DIY, but very basic ways to use this oil. Diffusing for immune support. So say you love the smell of On Guard, but for the sake of like mixing it up a little bit, say we want to add On Guard and Wild Orange. Wild Orange, this 15 ml bottle of Wild Orange is $10.50 wholesale. So it'd be $42.50 wholesale for both of those oils, right? So in your diffuser, personally I do about 2 drops of each. So you'd have 4 drops. So you'd have 2 drops On Guard, 2 drops Wild Orange, and let's use the basic pedal diffuser. The pedal diffuser diffuses for 4 hours. So that's 500 hours of diffusing for that price. Or when you break it down, it turns out into 8 cents for every 4 hours of diffusing. 8 cents for every 4 hours of diffusing. That is your cheapest candle ever. But what candle do you know that not only makes your house smell amazing, but it's also boosting your immune system, protecting your children, protecting you from environmental threats and seasonal threats and all of these things, and not calculated, but because you are doing this in your house, how much money are you saving? By strengthening your immune system and not going to the doctor, not going to the pharmacy, how much money are you saving? Like, that is the not calculated version of what we need to be thinking about. So there's your 4 things, you guys. I hope that this brings some light to the cost of essential oils. And if you're still one of those people that are like, oh, well, you know, I can like go to my local discount store and get some essential oils, go to source2.com. Look at where these oils come from. This is more than just a bottle of oil in our hands. This empowers communities all over the world. When we have the CPTG, the Certified Pure Therapeutic Grade stamp on here, on these bottles, this means that these are free of pesticides, free of contaminants. There's no fillers. There's no artificial ingredients. You guys, more than 80% of doTERRA's essential oils are sourced where no one else can have access to them. Because doTERRA does such amazing things with their suppliers and their growers and their distillers, people want to work with doTERRA, and it's just amazing. Definitely source, source2u.com, and have a look through that. It's really neat. And you can put in the lot number on the single oils. There's a lot number on the bottom of these bottles, and you can see the test results. No other company's doing that. I want you to feel so comfortable using these oils on yourself, with your family, and I want you to understand that they really are a great way to get healthcare into your home without massive expenses. Hope this helped you. Let me know if you have any questions, comments, any other fun ways to use On Guard. Leave me some comments. And I think I'm going to upload this one to YouTube, and that way you guys have the link if you ever want to look at it again. All right, guys, have a beautiful rest of your day. And if you do purchase this BOGO and you're in my group, make sure to enter the giveaway that I'm doing today. All right, bye, guys.